We're interviewing you for Voice of America, Border Crossings. This is going to air on radio. It should air about next week. We got a couple questions for you. I wanted to ask you about your single, Too Nice. How did the concept for that originate?
My song Too Nice came about because it's in the title, I felt like I was being too nice to people that were taking advantage of that. And I'm still a very nice person to people who I don't think deserve it, but I'm trying to set a good example. But I guess in this song, it's just me kind of making an empowering anthem for people that feel like they get pushed around because they're just generally too nice to people that don't deserve it. Like back in middle school and high school, I would get bullied a lot by girls, like the typical mean girl groups. And that's kind of where it came from, like when I was going through that and I felt like I didn't have any power. I just needed an outlet to let all the anger out. And so that's where that song came about. And I'm extremely grateful that Too Nice has reached the right audiences so far, and that people are taking it and saying, this song really helped me through these hard times that I'm going through right now, and thank you for making it. So I'm very, very happy with that so far.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about Revenge as well, your new single?
Revenge is it's kind of another empowering anthem. Revenge came about because I got cheated on. Very fun times. Then after about a year, that person came back into my life and wanted me back. So it's not the type of revenge where it's like, I'm gonna go pour glitter inside of his truck, Yeah. It's not that type of revenge. It's just revenge in the way that I'm not letting you back into my life. You don't deserve that.
And I think a lot of people can relate to your music, especially stuff like that. I mean, we've all been there at some point, You were talking about, empowerment and, helping save lives with your music. How does something like that feel to have that, ability with your songwriting, music making? How does that feel for you?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to me that I'm even at that point, because I started making music to just help myself through hard times. And the fact that it actually is helping other people too, which is my favorite thing ever to do. That's just absolutely insane to me that I can do that, which is why I can't see myself doing anything other than music for the rest of my life, because it's a win-win situation. I'm helping others and myself. My purpose for making music is obviously to help other people, which is why when people ask me are you okay with getting famous? I'm that's not my goal, but I know that if I want to get my music and my message out to as many people in the world as possible, then I'm okay with that, because that's what it comes with.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful sentiment. And your album, #Speak Up. After you released that, how did you feel, getting a full body of work out? That's your first album, correct?
Yes, that is my first ever album. I wasn't even trying to make an album. I was just a 16-year-old person who just loved writing songs, and I knew nothing about the music industry. I knew nothing about what I'm supposed to release, how I'm supposed to release it. I didn't know how to promote anything. I just thought if I just put it out there, it would go viral. I didn't know anything. My dad, who's also my manager, he's my dadager. I even got him a shirt that says dadager on it. He's repping it. He was like, oh my God, you literally made enough songs to just make an album. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even try that. So yeah, we just called it Speak Up, because it's basically in every song I'm speaking up about a different topic or story that I went through. So every song is written by me and only me. I've tried working with other writers. It doesn't really work out for me because it just doesn't feel as personal, because I'm writing everything from my own experience, my diary type thing. So I'm very happy with Speak Up, even though obviously it was when I was still learning my sound and everything. So it's not my best work, I would say. I think the new singles that I'm dropping, Revenge and all that stuff, is I'm way more proud of that, and that's my actual sound now. But yeah, Speak Up, I'm always gonna be proud of it, just because it was my first ever work, and you can't be embarrassed by it. You gotta learn from it.
Yeah, and I think it'll be exciting to see where you go from there. You said you wrote those songs at the age of 16. When did you start making music, writing songs?
I've always loved music from a very young age, but I never took it seriously until I was about 16. So I would say 16 was when I actually started writing songs.
And so you say you have a dadager, right? Your dad's your manager. How would you say your support system for your music has been Do you have friends that come out and support you? Can you tell us a little bit about your support system with music?
Yes. So actually, my brother is also a rapper, so he also does music. But other than my brother, there's no one else in my family that actually does music. So it was weird at first because I did feel like I had to prove myself, not to my dad. My dad always supported me, but to like other people, like friends and family. They kind of just saw it as like a hobby type thing, like, oh, she'll probably end up being like a soccer player or a vet, because I love animals and I also played soccer up until I fell in love with music. But they never took it seriously till they started seeing that I was making a living from it on TikTok every single night singing for people. So now I go live on TikTok like almost every night. And that's when people started taking it more seriously, like, oh my God, she's actually like making this a career. And it's been a huge blessing because I actually worked at a 9 to 5 job for about 3 months before it happened. And I felt like I was going absolutely crazy because it wasn't my purpose at all. I worked at a cookie store that I'm not going to say the name of because I don't want to get freaking killed, but it kind of helped me realize even more that I really can't see myself doing anything other than music. And I'm glad that I have everyone's support now.
I mean, that's beautiful. You got a really defined vision there. And how would you say TikTok has played a role in your music career? Because now TikTok is, I mean, music and TikTok, massive hand in hand. You want to blow up,
Yeah.
you got to get on TikTok. So how would you
Yep.
say like TikTok has contributed to your music process?
Shout out to TikTok. I mean, I don't know what I would be doing without TikTok because it literally is free. You just go on there, you just sing for people, you talk to people. TikTok literally like sends in thousands of people every single time. I'm not even promoting it. I'm just going live, clicking a button. Yes, it's work. I have to like sing every for long periods of time and entertain people. You can't just sit there, but it's pretty amazing.
Awesome. So, you're on TikTok, you're grinding, you just put out a new single. Can you say anything about a new album, or are you working on some new material?
Yeah, I'm actually putting together an EP,
Yeah.
which is the short album. And I've never been on tour before, so that's the next step. So I'm gonna put out that EP very soon, which I'm working on every day. And I will definitely go on tour very soon for the first time with that EP and then some of my most popular songs from the other album. But yes, I am. I can't say what it's called or anything about it, but I am doing that.
All right, we'll be looking forward to it. And a tour as well. That sounds very exciting. With live performance, I mean, what history do you have with live performance? Have you performed at a lot of venues? Do you perform for friends? I mean, how do you like to perform live?
So I actually had like the worst stage fright you could ever possibly see. Up until like the last 4 months, I would say I would refuse to go on stage and I would only perform on TikTok because I can't see anyone. You only see comments, so I felt safe and stuff. But whenever it came to live performing, and I would perform at like my school or graduations or yeah, friends' parties, that type of stuff, I would like get so nervous and scared. I would feel like I'm gonna throw up. All the stuff that people say, like shaking, can't get your voice out, which is so frustrating because then people think you suck even though you're just really nervous. I ended up going and taking a acting class every single Saturday, which I'm still doing, which helps me with just live performing in general because it's like when you're on stage you have to know how to act, and if I'm still nervous, as long as I know how to like act it out that I'm not nervous, that's what I need to do. So now I have actually started to just be way less scared. I still get nervous, but it's been helping so much. And yeah, I'm definitely getting way more excited than nervous now when I perform. So that's like really big.
I mean, that's awesome. And, I hope, the tour comes out. I hope it goes, well. I'd love to see, something like that. That'd be awesome. When it comes to collaboration, you're starting to get a name in the industry. What is your dream collaboration or some of your dream collaborations?
Drake is literally my favorite artist, and he's been my favorite artist for the longest time. I respect his music so much, and just he seems like such a nice, genuine person and funny. And I don't know, I just love Drake, but I've never met him in person, so I can't say. But Drake would be an amazing dream collaboration. And then like people like Doja Cat or Lizzo or Bruno Mars, Justin Bieber, obviously, that's
Yeah.
freaking huge. I would be down to collab with even people that aren't like A-listers because I learned so much from every artist that I collab with or producer or engineer.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, Drake, Doja Cat, some big names there. I mean, incredible artists. I could definitely see you on a song with Doja Cat. I could definitely see the vibes intermingling.
Yes.
I saw a photo of you. You had this big chain. It's a too nice chain, right? Can you tell us a
Oh
little
my
bit
God.
about the chain? I'm interested on the chain. I think people want to know about that.
Do
There,
they want to know?
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very extra when it comes to just music video stuff or photo shoots. I just like on Instagram, I'm always posting like elaborate photo shoots and random ideas that I have at like 5 in the morning. And I was like, what if I was like a freaking rapper and I had like a chain? And like I freestyle for people as a joke on my live streams, and they're always asking me about the chain. They're like, you got to bring the chain out. But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like a joke in a way, but
Yeah.
some people think it's really cool. I don't know. I think it's half a joke and half really cool. So it just depends.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's iconic personally. I love the
Thank you.
chain. I think having a distinct sense of style like that is awesome. And another thing I wanted to ask you, if you could tell us a little bit, I saw that the first 6 years of your life you were in London. You
That
moved
is a
to,
factual statement.
how does
Yes.
London like affect your like style, music, all that stuff? You just tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, I was born in London and I grew up there till I was like 6 years old, and then I moved to LA, and then I lost my British accent, but I used to have a British accent and I was like the only person in my school with a British accent. It definitely made a lot of kids confused and they would like make fun of it, which is where kind of a lot of that anger came from to write songs, because I would get bullied for like those smallest little things, which is why I'm so nice to everyone, because you never know what anyone's going through, and you can like make a positive impact on someone without even knowing, just by being nice. Growing up in London was pretty amazing. I mean, I still go back there every couple years just to like check up on some family I have there and just relive my childhood, because every park or every little like, oh, like my school there, it's like all nostalgic and stuff. I'm very happy that I moved to LA. Even though it wasn't my choice, I'm very happy just because like I feel like this is the best place to be for my career right now. And the people that I've met and like the emotion that I'm getting with my career right now is like very exciting. And I don't like talking about it because I believe in jinxing because it's happened. But like, yeah, I'm happy with living in LA and I wouldn't move back. I can't really see myself living anywhere except for maybe Hawaii because I love beaches. But like,
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, London was really cool.
Awesome. You got a new EP coming, new singles out, tour. So for you, in the future, what is your ideal future for your music? You talked about, being a positive inspiration to people, going through bullying, a beautiful message for people. For you, in the next 5, 10 years, what is your ideal future with your music?
I feel like a really short answer, which I can elaborate on, is just everything that's happening now, but on a bigger scale, because I'm already like so happy with the impact I'm making right now, even though it's not on a big scale. So I would just say everything that I'm doing now on a bigger scale, like doing like Jimmy Fallon's show, is it late night? I
Usually,
don't know.
okay.
But yeah, like that type of stuff, performing for those type of audiences, getting my name out on TV. I definitely want to start like my acting career too. That's another thing I want to do. Modeling career, just branching out into all these different careers. I don't like see like one path. I love learning so many different things. So I would just say what I'm doing now on just a big scale.
Beautiful. Well, whether it be acting, modeling, music, whatever you do, your new EP, hopefully a nice tour comes up. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Thanks for joining us. We're all going to be looking forward to see what you do next. And I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me.